It's time for Teen Mom Trash Talk with Tracey and Noelle.
Hello and welcome to Teen Mom Trash Talk. This is episode 368. I'm your host, comedian Tracey Carnazzo, joined by my co-host, comedian Noelle Winters Herzog.
Hi.
Hi, Noelle. Just a reminder before we get started, if you bought tickets to any of the shows that I said I was going to be at in Syracuse, Boston, Albany, what else was it? Portland, Maine. I'm not going to be there, so you can call the club for a refund, or if the club won't give you a refund for any reason, just DM me.
DM her. Slide into her DMs.
DM me. Also, before we jump into the pool for this amazing episode, question mark. I just want to let you guys know that there's much more on Patreon. Patreon.com/Trash Talk Podcast. We're doing Macaroni Rascals, a Jersey Shore podcast. We just finished season 3 of So Pumped, a Vanderpump Rules podcast. Noelle's doing Recycled with Noelle and Michael, and we're having just like a really good time over there. So join us over there. Patreon.com/Trash Talk Podcast. It's right down there in the show notes. And if you want this podcast the day we record it, up to a week early, make sure you join at the elite level, which will also get you access to the secret group and a free sticker.
I love free stickers.
I love the secret group.
Okay. I love free things.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I want to say something before we start.
Okay.
And it's not nice.
About the show or about me?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, no, I'm going to say not nice things about you. I'm going to weave them throughout the podcast.
Okay.
This
I
is
like
just
that.
very specifically. Okay. So not to jump ahead, but I was watching the coming attractions for next week. And just
Yeah.
because Jade wasn't on this week, I'm going to jump ahead. When they sat Christy down for an intervention and she went, "Oh, absolutely not. I'm out of here. This is a setup."
Uh-huh.
I laughed out loud, and it's like, Tracey, that's not nice. And it's like, no, I didn't laugh like, oh, it's funny that she has a drug problem.
Right.
It's just like, yeah, Christy, you're every addict.
No, she just is though. I know.
The predictability. It's not funny because it's like not, it's an actual very unfunny situation.
I know.
But it's just like, I know, Christy, everyone's come out to get you.
Everyone's
Like,
against you.
I actually kind of like scream laughed.
You made me scream laugh on the phone today too.
Did I?
Yeah.
I don't remember. Was it appropriate or not?
We were just talking about people driving people's cars.
Oh, yes. But it was just,
Yeah.
I mean, you understand, like, I don't think it's funny.
No, I of course not. But it's like sometimes you have to make light of these things a little
I'm
bit.
like, yeah, oh, Christy's leaving.
But it's just like
she's leaving her intervention.
No, but also it's like, I know that this sounds crazy, but it's like there has to be a better way to start an intervention. You know, we love you, right? It's always the same way.
I
Like,
know it's
maybe we need a little new material.
okay. Also, I think we need to lock the doors.
Well, so that's the thing.
We have to do this like in an escape room.
It's like, did you think that Christy was going to stay? Do you
But
think she
that's-
was going to be like, you know
okay,
what? You're right. I'm tweaking right
I
now.
got to tell you, I think that's why I laughed so hard too.
Sure.
Because it's kind of like, who thought this was working?
And it's also so crazy. It's like the woman with the cane and the Hello Kitty jersey. That's the one heading this intervention. It's like, who is she?
That's her sister.
That's Christy's sister?
Yeah, that's Jade's aunt.
Look at that. I just was like, this has to be a cousin or something.
Maybe. Listen, here's
Yeah.
the thing. There's actually no way to know,
I would never know.
but it's just kind of like you didn't bait her good enough. You got to
Definitely
strap
not.
her down to her seat. The door should have locked behind her.
Also, get her doing something. Be in the middle of eating. Be in the middle of doing something.
Right. It's like
Don't
you
just
did
as soon as you
before.
sit. Right.
Right. Like maybe you had to put her in a dog crate
Right.
and be like, to get out, you have to answer a series of questions. Like, I don't know. All I know
Right.
is that I LOL'd because I was like, who thought this was going to work?
Definitely not me. It's like, right. Did you see how she reacted to Chow last week? And you think
Right.
that this is going to work an intervention?
Oh God. Funny, but not actually not funny at all.
Actually not funny, but you got to make light of it. Christy is also a character.
She's just so predictable.
Well, that's what it is, right? Just like her and her paisley shirts, right?
I could write the script. Like, don't
Yeah.
even have Christy on the show anymore.
Mhm.
I will play Christy because I know what she's going to say already.
I got to tell you, that's how I feel about Roxanne. when I watch her and I'm like, I just know what this person is
Yeah.
gonna say. It's just because she's just so predictable.
She's so predictable.
She's gonna
She's
flip
so
out.
close-minded.
She's gonna cry. Right.
Yes.
Right. She's
Oh,
so
boy.
close-minded. Right.
Mhm. Yep. Well, Teen Mom Trash Talk, episode 368, new chapter, next chapter, No Way to Know, season 2, episode 21.
Wow.
We're going to jump into the pool with Mackenzie. Now, I want to tell you, I'm going to debunk a lie right off the bat.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so she checks her blood sugar
Yeah.
and she goes, look, my A1C is 6.5.
That's not true. It's not true.
What do you mean, Noelle? What do you mean that's not true?
But okay. Okay. I could be wrong.
No. Go ahead, Dr. Noelle.
Okay.
I think you're right.
Is it an A1C?
Uh-huh.
Something every 3 months
Uh-huh.
that gets checked by your doctor, and isn't it in your urine?
It's not in your urine.
I thought it was sugars in your urine.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
It's blood.
Right.
It's I think it's a average or a ratio or something like that. That's a 90-day
Well, I was gonna say, but
count.
it's 90 days, right?
Right, but it's also not something that you could prick your finger and check. She
Well,
checked her blood
right.
sugar.
You don't check it at home. That's what I mean. You have to go to a
Right.
doctor
Yeah.
to check it.
Listen.
Yeah.
She checked her blood sugar. Maybe her blood sugar was under control. That's not her A1C.
Right.
Yeah.
I know. When I was watching this, I'm like, an A1C is what they check after
That's like-
90 days. Because
but
I
that's
remember
like-
I lived with a diabetic.
But that's why I was
Right.
assuming that you knew this. That's like showing you my blood sugar and going, look at the weight on the scale.
Right.
It's like, well, that's not
Right.
what that is.
Also, I don't want to be a mean bitch here, but here we are. In our group, people
Mhm.
get very upset when you talk about diabetes because I guess they're diabetic or
Sure.
whatever in their life. And people are like fighting to the death about diabetes.
What are they fighting about, though?
But it's like,
What are we fighting about?
guys? I'm not saying it's just diabetes, but we're just talking shit. You know, they're not fighting with us, but it's like,
Oh, like that we shouldn't talk about her diabetes?
it was like, no, I think it was like people don't understand diabetes. So I guess like
Yeah.
she's finagling her blood sugar and someone said something
Sure.
like that and everybody got like really mad. And then basically like, it was something she was eating. So it's like, if she has diabetes, she shouldn't be having that. And they're like, well, it doesn't matter. You should be able to have sugar. You can't have carbs. And people were like going on and on. And it's like,
they're
guys,
just people,
we're just
everyone's
talking
a
about,
doctor.
yeah, right. And it's like, this is just a trash talk group. I don't need to debate your blood
Right.
sugar here on I don't need to know her diet. you
Here's the
know?
thing. I actually don't care.
Oh, I don't care.
We're just going off of what she tells us that the doctor said.
Well, that's what it is.
we're talking about.
And we're seeing 5 minutes of their life,
Right.
you know?
So Hurricane Milton had hit where she was, and she's boarding up the house, and they're doing certain things to prepare for this storm.
Mhm.
Josh, your kids are like in the middle of a hurricane.
And he doesn't care.
Okay, I was just gonna ask if he cared, but he doesn't. Okay.
He doesn't care. And I get what she's saying, that she hasn't spoken to him. It's not her responsibility because her kids are like old
Well,
enough.
she's saying it's not her responsibility to make sure that he has a responsible
But that's what I'm
relationship
saying.
with
Her
her
kids
kids.
are old enough where
It's
they
not
can
even-
text him.
Well, here's the thing.
know,
It doesn't
not-
matter how old her kids are, because it should never be her responsibility to make sure he has a relationship with his kids, because you can only do so much, especially with a man like Josh.
Trust me, I am a child of divorce. I am a child
Mhm.
whose father had to force my mom half the time to be around me. Like, I get it, but it's kind of like, I guess what I mean is they're at an age where it's like, hey, if Josh was coming to town
Right.
and Josh wanted to see them, they could be texting each other. He could be communicating with them directly. It's not like they're little babies where she has to set something up or he has to go through her like, hey, can I come
like,
and
he could
pick
call
the
the
baby
kids.
up this time? Right.
He could even call the house and be like, hey, can I talk
Right.
to Jaxie?
Right.
And she would be like, okay.
He only likes one of his kids. That's the problem.
No. This is all the way. That's the strangest part about this.
Yeah, right. It's not even like you don't like all of them. I mean, I don't like one of them especially.
Is it the one that eats jewelry? Is that how he got metal teeth?
But that's what I mean. She's like, Bronx has my bracelet in his mouth.
Yeah, Bronx has eaten my jewelry set.
He needs a tetanus shot, this kid.
Yeah, I
He
know.
is
And it's like, we used to talk about like how he had metal teeth, and it's like, did he
Mhm.
start off with metal teeth, or did he eat so much jewelry that he grew metal teeth?
I mean, it could be. It's so funny.
Wait, hold on. I'm coughing. God just punished me. So she said that the kids talked to Josh's mom.
Okay, right. It's kind of like an Adam situation. Grandma
Okay, so
Donna.
this is what she said. She said that she's disappointed in him. She goes, but to be honest with you,
Mhm.
that's kind of how he always was. And it's like,
Yeah, but why? So why are you disappointed? I guess.
well, because she's kind of like I think she tried to make it work for a really long time because
Mhm. She was
Jesus,
bullied into making it
right,
work.
by
Right.
Jesus.
Don't say it. I saw it. I saw your eyes glaze over just now.
Noelle.
Uh-huh.
Jesus said, "Stay."
That's what I can
Don't
read
go
you.
away.
I can read you.
But yeah, I mean, I gotta tell you, it's like she's actually seeing, like, she's like, oh, it wasn't
Yeah.
me. It
Yeah.
actually was, he was awful. He's actually awful. He's actually very awful.
Yeah, because I also think she had a lot of guilt,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel bad for her in so many ways, but I think she's a
Me
pretty
too.
nice mom, not for nothing.
Listen, besides her never, ever, ever giving her kids an inch of privacy,
Yes.
she's right. She's like, I'm there for them. She's also like not mean about Josh. She's like, yeah, talk to him.
Yeah. She never is like,
She's
oh,
also
your
like
dad
pretty
sucks.
nice to Josh too.
Yeah, and she doesn't have to be.
Right. So
Also,
anyway,
I love Cassano. I think he's the nicest person ever.
I'm watching this and I'm like, I would love to meet a man like this.
But that's what I mean. And it's like he's just
I mean,
so
that
kind to
likes
the
kids less, though.
Right. I hate that I feel this way, but in my mind, I just keep saying, like, girl, don't get pregnant. Don't get
No,
pregnant.
don't get pregnant.
It's so dangerous. It
Don't
scares
do it.
me.
Don't do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So Josh sees the kids Christmas and summer if
Mhm.
she brings them.
Yep. Hmm.
Okay. Also, I would like to say something.
Say it.
She has very nice hair.
Oh
Her
my
hair
God.
color, her hair, like always, always, always on point.
When they're sitting in the bed together, her and the kids, I was looking at her hair and I'm like, her hair is perfect. She has the coolest but not gray tone
Yes.
blonde. She has, and I guess she has naturally also light hair, but her hair was so nice.
Mhm. Her hair's always so white, blonde,
Yeah.
not stupid looking.
Yeah, it's never brassy, it's never
Mhm.
yellow, and it looks good on her too.
It just does.
Yeah.
All right. So Bronx is now eating Jaxie's bracelet.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And okay, I gotta tell you, this kid Gannon,
Yeah.
what a snot.
No,
He's
he
like,
is Josh.
he's like, yeah, I don't know. My dad loves me.
Yeah,
He
he's like, I
calls
never
me.
have to call him ever. He always calls me first.
And the other kids are like, oh, okay, cool, because he hasn't answered me in 6 months. And he goes, yeah, but I don't trust him.
You could tell Jaxie feels like shit about it. Bronx doesn't care either way. He's like, I can't hear you.
Bronx
over
is
this
like,
chewing.
this. He's like, I am chewing on a bike chain right now. This is delicious.
I can't hear what you guys are saying, and I don't care.
I can't hear all this chewing. And Mackenzie's like, you want to scream into a pillow? And Bronx is like, what'd you say? Come say these.
I like them. I also like the screaming in the pillow. That was like you. It's reminiscent of you.
Yes, of me babysitting
Yeah.
children.
Yes.
I mean, this is upsetting.
Yeah. Of course it is. You could tell Jaxie feels like shit.
Hello. Her
Mhm.
brother's like, I don't know. He texts me.
He's like, I don't know. I'm the favorite. He tells me he loves me every day. He wants me to live with him. It's so true.
He told me to kill both of you.
Gannon is such a snot.
I know. And Bronx is like, kill both of us.
Yeah, he's like, you don't know what
Watch
I'll
this.
fucking
He
do
goes,
to
I'll
you.
spit bullets at you right now.
Seriously, Bronx is a great white shark. Like he will eat everything in that house.
Bronx's door needs to be locked from the outside when he goes to sleep.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
He's like, you think it was fun when I shit in the gym?
Wait till you see what happens to me at night.
Wait till I weld my own knife to kill the whole family with my mouth.
Oh, Bronx.
These poor kids, though.
No. I know. I felt not Gannon. Poor Bronson.
Yeah, but also these poor kids.
Yeah, of course, because Gannon is also, I feel like he's going to be a Josh Jr.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem.
All right. Well, let's talk about Ashley. There's not a ton of meat on this episode, I will say.
No, there's not a ton of meat. It was fine, but I guess there wasn't a lot of drama. But of course, there's a lot of fake interactions.
Okay. Well, she calls Pastor T
Mhm.
and she's like, she's still on the boat. And
Yeah.
T goes, any day now. And it's like, no, you know when you're coming home.
I know, but I know. It's like, what a
You're not
mad
at sea.
response. She's feeding 190 people a day.
Okay. You're feeding them cannolis, though. Relax.
No, I know. Of course. It's still a lot of fucking cannolis. But yeah, she's like, it'll be any day now.
What do you mean it's any day now? We don't know how long the boat takes to get back. Are you lost at sea?
You don't know when you'll be back.
What are you in the Bermuda Triangle? What do you mean?
I know.
You know when. It's not any day now. It's Tuesday.
But it's any
the
day now.
No, it's the day you dock.
I know.
It's the scheduled day that you dock.
But any day now.
Yeah, these people have not gone on a cruise going like, I don't know, 1, 2, 3 weeks.
Just see what happens.
I don't know how long it's
We'll
going to
see
take.
what the vibes are. Vibe check.
All right, so she's like, I'm installing my new security system. Honey, you double stick taped the Ring doorbell to the front door.
You put a Ring
Relax your
doorbell.
security system.
That means I have a double security system.
Yeah,
Are
so
you
do
fucking
I.
kidding me? I know. She's like, my anxiety is worse than ever. I'm setting up my security system.
Yeah,
It's like,
your anxiety is worse than ever because your fate depends on double stick tape.
your fate also depends on any day now.
Yeah, how about this? You're gonna come around the corner. Bar's gonna put his hand over the camera, pull it off, throw it in
Right.
the bushes, and kill you.
Yeah, you think Bar cares if there's security there?
Okay, but also the Ring doorbell is not a real hard system to debunk.
Right. It's also not a machine gun.
It's
Right.
also not hidden.
Right. Like get a Rottweiler. You know what I mean? Like get
Oh,
some real
man.
security.
So funny. All right, so she's gonna go throw some clay with her friend Nisha.
Throw some clay. You know, I gotta tell you, it looks pretty hard to do this pottery.
It's very hard.
I didn't know. I've never done it.
I've done it. I used to have a pottery wheel.
I'm shocked. I'm
It's
actually
not
surprised
easy.
that I've never done it.
We could throw some clay. There's a place, I think the Potter's, I don't know if it's still open. It used to be around the corner from my house. It was called the Potter's Wheel.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, well, we could find a place.
Okay.
Or we could just refilm Dirty Dancing.
That would be fun. Ghost.
You know, a Patrick Swayze movie is a Patrick Swayze movie.
You're
is a
not
Patrick
wrong,
Swayze
bro.
movie.
You're not wrong.
You know what I mean? All right, so she wants a new kind of therapy. So she found out about hypnotherapy on TikTok.
I know. I love that though. She's like, where'd you find out about it? She's like, TikTok.
Yeah,
Good
hello.
for you. That's where we find out everything.
That's what, every time I tell you I read something, that's
Yeah.
what I mean.
That's how I found out about Venus in retrograde.
So she brings Holly.
Mhm.
What is this guy?
Okay, this guy freaks me out.
He is so creepy. First of
Uh-huh.
all, I was like, am I being mean? He's so off-putting to look at.
No, he is off-putting to look at, and the way he speaks.
The way he speaks is so overacting.
Yeah, this is not
What
the
is happening?
hypnotherapist
Also,
for
this
me.
is hypnotherapy. Guess what? Now that I saw this, I can do this to anyone.
Really interesting.
Oh, I just got to say what he said, right?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I don't think we saw the whole segment.
I think we saw the whole segment.
I don't think hypnotherapy
right,
only
let's try
lasts
it right
30
now.
seconds. For me, I am going to be guided.
Yeah, obviously I'm the doctor.
Okay.
Come on, Noelle.
Ready.
All right, close your eyes.
Okay, this is great.
All right, picture the most delicious Dove chocolate.
I just ate like 14 of them.
Noelle,
So-
if this is going to work, you just have to listen.
Okay, sorry, I'm listening.
All right, just picture the Dove chocolate. It's in your mouth. It's melting on your tongue. Okay, now you're covered in chihuahuas. You're covered in them. No hives though, just regular chihuahuas. How do you feel? Don't open your eyes. Just tell me.
I'm so relaxed.
Okay, take a deep breath in and never ever let it out. Just see how long you can hold until you pass out. And then when you come to,
You'll be cured.
am I not good at this? No, honestly.
No, you're great. I just quit smoking again. Oh,
All right, do it to me. You want to be the doctor?
sure.
Okay, I'm closing my eyes.
All right, close your eyes.
Mhm.
All right. Picture it. You're in the Hamptons.
I like that.
Okay. You're floating on the Swan.
I like this one.
Yeah, you're floating. There's not a bug to be
I was
seen
just gonna
around.
ask if there were
No,
spiders.
there's not a bug to be seen. It's not
Okay.
spiders don't even exist in this world.
Oh, I love this. Okay, now what?
The hummingbirds, they're feeding.
Oh.
Yeah, and you're watching your squirrel cam. Now,
Uh-huh.
you have your own personal Starbucks matcha with lavender
Yum.
being headed
Mm.
towards you.
Ah.
And then also your
Uh-huh.
landscaper is there, and you get to give him all the orders you want. Wake up!
Trim the hydrangeas.
That's her idea of a perfect day. Squirrel cam, swan. Those spiders exist.
Trim the hydrangeas. Tie them up.
Oh, that's so funny.
Cut them back. Why are my roses getting eaten? What do you think is eating them?
Oh God.
What do you mean we have moles? Are they cute? Can you show me one?
Oh, I want to see a mole.
No, I asked him that the last time I saw him. He was like, we have a lot of first I thought he said it was saying that we had mold.
Mold.
And I'm like, it's outside. I don't think that's a big deal. I'm like, maybe from the rain. He's like, maybe from the rain? And I'm like, what's happening here? I'm like, wait, are you saying moles?
Right.
He's like, yes. And I'm like, can I see one? He's like, oh no, you don't want to see one. I was like,
why?
I want to see one.
Is a mole like a gopher?
Kind of, yeah.
Interesting. I like
Yeah,
this.
it's like, yeah, I absolutely, it's like, you obviously don't know me very well, Wesley.
Yeah, I want to see a mole.
100% want to see a mole. I will also pet it.
Yeah, I want to see it make its little hole.
I want to see it. He's like, no, underneath the ground. You don't
wanna
see
see
them. They
I
just
would
live
love
on.
to see
It's
one.
like, okay, dream situation.
Right.
I could see under my lawn.
Oh, like a transparent lawn.
Yes, like you know, like when you
Yeah.
have an ant farm, and it's just a cross section.
I love that. I think that's so cool.
Yeah, it's like I want to see it.
I would love to see that. The inner workings of the lawn.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds great.
Right? It's like, ooh, look at that little worm making a hole.
Yeah. Oh my God, I would love to see that.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Just saying. All right. Well, that is my yeah, honestly, I feel better. Yo.
I feel great.
Okay. Well, that's amazing.
Look at that.
Also in my hypnosis,
Yeah.
my hummingbirds were drinking chocolate fudge.
Chocolate fudge.
They love it. In my hallucination.
I like chocolate fudge too. So.
No, I know. So did my hummingbirds. It was like a dark chocolate though. It wasn't too sweet.
Okay, like you like it. You made it. You're like just 1 teaspoon of sugar per pound.
Anyway, so Ashley calls Nisha and she's like, oh my God, I got this email from my dean. I might have to wait 4 more months to go back to school. Yeah, because you remember she took a leave from school. So I guess they're trying to fit her back into the program.
But I guess there was a room this semester.
Right. And now he's like, I don't know, maybe 4 more months. Okay, I don't know. I mean, you're not like explaining a lot about this. So I don't really understand, like maybe in simpler terms.
She's like, what the hell am I going to do for 4 months?
I don't get a job.
Yeah, you have a kid.
You have a kid. You could probably do Holly things.
Yeah.
You could probably, I don't know. I like her bedroom colors.
Okay, Tracey. Her room is like monochromatic.
Okay, so her room is a color drench, which is the new thing, where you paint your ceiling, you paint your walls, and you paint your moldings.
Yes.
All the same. There's no trim. Everything is the same color. It's like a mauve.
Yeah. Okay. I really like the color. See, I like also what's in right now is lime washing.
What's that? Tell me
I
more.
love the way it looks. You paint the whole room like that, except you like thin out your paint. I believe it's with like alcohol or something.
Sure.
And it's just a very specific look. I just love the way it looks.
Okay.
But I love her room because it's like a mauve, right?
Yeah.
It's not like
it's very Art Deco.
Bubblegum pink. Yes. And I love Art Deco.
Yeah.
Yes. It's very 1980s Miami. Very Miami Vice. I like it.
But she has a Dalmatian. She's home and it's in the crate. Why?
I don't know. Also, everyone on the show suddenly has a Dalmatian. Leah has a Dalmatian too.
I know. No, I think it's dead.
It was on last season.
I think it's dead now.
I don't think it's dead. It was like a puppy last season. I know. I think you're thinking of her previous Dalmatian that Jason had living in the garage. I think that was a different one.
I think that was a husky.
A husky?
I don't know. I just made that up. I don't know. I think
Oh,
that was a
okay.
different. I don't think that was the same. I don't know.
No, she definitely still has the Dalmatian.
Okay. What is going on with Nisha? Something is happening.
The fake contacts are how I
Okay.
know there's a problem.
The pressure of the blinking.
Yeah.
She is blinking so hard that she's
Uh-huh.
going to shatter the windows in this restaurant.
Yeah, there's something bad happening.
It's like, hey, are these colored contacts not fit to your eyeballs? I think they're not.
She has a red tattoo on her neck. And you know what it made me think of automatically? When
Mhm.
Kubo was tattooing us, he was like, you have to get red because that's what the easiest to cover.
Yeah.
And I'm like, she got a red moon on her neck just so it's easy to cover.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like, whose moon was that?
That's what I want to know. Whose
Yeah.
moon you got?
Someone's moon.
Hmm.
All right. Moving on to Macy.
Also,
Yeah, go ahead.
also, did you catch? Because I feel like nobody caught this. Ashley was talking about if I had my way, if I had my way. She goes, if I had my way, Barb wouldn't even be in jail right now.
Oh, no. I
That
didn't
is a
catch that.
crazy. She goes like, basically, like if she had her way, say she was like, if I had my way, my mom would be here. If I had my way, Barb
Right.
would be in jail right now. If I had my way, and it was
Oh,
like,
wait.
oh, that is
Okay,
a
but it's
crazy
like,
thing to
Ashley,
say.
are you going back and taking back what he did, or he did what he did and he's just not in jail?
Right, because you have help with Holly. Then
Yeah, I think
don't
so.
know. I hope so.
Oh, boy.
Yeah,
Well,
Macy.
Macy. Bentley passed his driving test.
I mean, Bentley is the preppiest kid I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, also his middle name is Cadence.
Okay, I didn't know this, or maybe I knew it a long time ago.
And then I blocked it out.
Yeah, it's a very interesting name.
Okay, so I love that she has like all these rules for him, but they're not real rules, right?
No.
They're like, oh, don't drive if you don't want to, and don't drive if you're tired. And also, you can't put like my real kids in this car.
Right. Like you could be in there, but you can't put the
Right.
other kids.
Right, because like I love them like
Yeah, if something happened to them,
All
I'd
the
be
way.
mad at you.
right. She's like no Maverick, no Jade, but like whatever else you want to do.
But
is
you could
fine.
drive. That's fine.
Yeah, she's
But
like,
you
but not the ones like I really love.
I do like that she's like, hey, if you're just like not in the mood to drive, like call us and one of us will come get you. Because I gotta tell you, that is not what they told me in my house.
No, they
Yeah.
definitely didn't tell me that in my
No,
house either.
hell no. That was definitely not. I'll come pick you up anytime. Now it's like, get the fuck out of my face.
Yes.
Basically.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is what it was.
Mhm.
Also, it was more like, hey, Tracy, we took the battery out of your car, so
Yeah.
have fun going out tonight.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, Tracy, you have no license plates, so
Mhm.
enjoy your drive.
Yeah. I don't know. My dad would take my keys, but then if you remember, my Cavalier didn't need keys. You
Didn't
just
need
turned
keys,
the
you just turned
ignition.
Technology
Oh,
really ruins our
interesting.
lives.
Yeah, it really did. Oh. I also
I remember breaking into a neighbor's car because it was like we wanted to play ball in the street or something, and it was
Uh-huh.
blocking where we wanted to play. So we opened the door, we put it in neutral, and we pushed the car over.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah, it's like cars weren't real. Cars were
No.
like Flintstone cars.
Nothing was real, but still, that's a lot.
Hmm.
Huh. All right.
Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I would think I would have gotten in trouble for that.
From who?
I don't know. My dad?
How would he know?
Well, maybe the owner of the car would have
They
said
don't. No
something.
one knows what's going on.
That's
This
so
is
funny.
1980s. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's true. Nothing
No
was
one knows.
real back then.
Nothing's real in 80s, 90s. No one knows what's going on. All right, let's talk about Brianna.
Okay.
First of all, they're making one of my favorite foods that I cannot eat anymore: bagel pizzas.
Okay, I have a
Bagels.
question.
Yeah.
Make me a pizza bagel. Make it for me right now. Tell me the steps.
Okay. I was more of an English muffin pizza girl.
Me too. Me too.
Because we weren't allowed to have like where we're also like bagels are like New York bagels. Like
That's the
they're
thing.
heavy,
It's like
you know?
I'm not going to Bagels on the Bay. And
right getting bagels. And then,
right. Yeah.
but if I'm gonna make you a pizza bagel,
Yeah, sure. Or an English muffin pizza.
okay, English muffin pizza. We had like a very strict going on.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay, so we would take tomato puree,
Mhm.
garlic powder, oregano,
Okay.
mix salt and pepper and olive oil, mix it in.
Right.
We would spread it on the English muffin,
Yeah.
mozzarella,
Mhm.
and then a little bit more oregano, and then we
Yeah.
would put it in the oven. End of list.
My question being,
Yeah.
would you toast it before you put sauce on it and then
Okay, so
finish
here's
an
the thing
oven.
though.
Mhm.
Maybe because these are bagels.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I felt like watching her. I'm like, I would have toasted a little bit first.
Yeah, I don't know the texture of the bagel. That's the
Because it's like
thing.
a Thomas's bagel, and I've had them before, and it's like eating them. I
Yeah,
don't
you kind of
know.
have to toast. I could see
Yeah.
that, and then like almost broil the cheese
Yes,
onto it.
exactly.
But I understand where there's confusion.
Yes.
Also, pizza bites, pizza bagels, the little mini
Yeah.
ones,
Yeah.
they have cheddar cheese on them.
You know what's so crazy is I don't think I've ever had a frozen one.
Really?
The
My mom used to
frozen
buy
ones,
them
yeah.
from Costco.
I used to eat pizza rolls.
No, we had pizza bagels.
No, I've seen them before. I've never had them. Interesting. Cheddar cheese on them.
Pizza in the morning, pizza in the evening, pizza at supper time. When pizza's on a bagel, you can eat pizza anytime.
Wow, it rang my bell a little bit just now.
Yeah?
I remember that. I know you sent me
believe
the Food Emporium one the other day. That guy singing it. He
Yes.
does all the jingles.
Okay, so my favorite commercial song, right?
Yeah.
Jingle song is from the early 90s, maybe
Okay.
even the late 80s. I don't know. I believe that the prettiest rainbow leads to a magical sea where my pretty mermaid, rainbow mermaid, is waiting there for me. My pretty mermaid, rainbow mermaid with beautiful rainbow hair. When you dip the mermaid tail in water, her secret name shows there.
I remember this.
Yeah.
I remember that thing.
It was like the little flipper, and you
Yeah.
get it wet, and then like it was like a little like cloud or
That's
whatever.
the thing. I'm like, as you're doing it, I'm picturing it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Anyway.
Okay,
sorry,
I like
guys.
that.
All right. So she's making pizza bagels, and so Nova's gonna go see Tay Tay with Roxy,
That's so cute.
and they're also using Rayo's sauce, roasted garlic. Now here's
Rayo's
my
is good,
problem.
but Victoria's better.
Sure, I don't want marinara sauce on my pizza.
Nobody knows the difference. People don't actually
do.
know that. Yeah, I know, but I have to tell you, we're Italian.
It's like no.
Like,
Anyway.
okay, if my in-laws were gonna make pizza bagels, they would never buy
No.
pizza sauce or make pizza sauce. They would
Right.
just get Rayo's, Prego,
Right.
whatever.
Yeah, no. I don't want that. I actually don't like that.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
So she wants to tie her tubes.
I know, which is also she has these adorable heart pillows on her bed in the
Oh, I didn't see
confessional.
them.
They're so cute. They're
Well,
like
I was
giant
distracted by her jail issue glasses.
hearts. I know, they're not great.
But push them up on your face.
She never does.
You look insane.
She always has them like Mrs. Claus all
right,
the
well,
way
she ha-
down.
She has a FaceTime tube tying phone call with Mackenzie.
Yeah, which is cute. That's nice.
He's like, oh, I can't wait until all the kids could play together. So I'm going to throw Nova in the garbage and I'll take Stella to see you.
I'm only gonna come with Stella. Right.
Yeah, because Nova's probably like, listen, I'm not nice.
Right. She's not.
I'm not going to play with your kids. I do not like your kids. I do not like you. I'm not going to speak. Goodbye.
She would have been like, ew.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So she takes Stella to Mackenzie's. And
Also, so Nova went to go see Taylor Swift.
Mhm.
Stella has on an Olivia Rodrigo shirt.
Mhm.
Brianna has on a Sabrina Carpenter
I know. I
shirt.
saw.
I'm like, this is a very music centric family.
This
I
is
like
also
this.
my dream.
Yeah, this is also very Marshalls forward, these outfits, but this is so cute.
The Sabrina Carpenter shirt was Target.
Listen, I'm just saying that usually she has on Goosebumps shirts that I usually should get to at Marshalls because I see them all the time. But I think it's really cute that they all had like their little musical tastes out.
Yeah, I like
Stella
Sabrina
is so
too.
cute.
Stella's so cute. You know what's not cute?
What?
Brianna has a hard time speaking because of her lip filler. She just really struggles.
Like, how does she speak?
It's just a real struggle because the lip fillers everywhere.
See, Mackenzie's lip filler bothers me so much more than Brianna's.
Brianna's bothers me so much more. It's
Because
the placement.
See, Mackenzie has a part in her lips, and I can't believe it.
She sure does.
Yeah, and that's what bothers me because it's like Madonna used to have that. It's so crazy. You have an actual part. I parted it with a tail comb. I can't believe that you have this in your lip.
Well, they meet Mackenzie at her cheer gym, and Stella's like, oh, good. I have to take a shit right on the floor.
And then they're going to do TikTok videos. That's so cute.
Okay, she also mentions that she's been engaged for 6 months, and Cassano has said nothing about the wedding, but everything about
having a kid.
Why?
But that's the thing. See, right there, it's like that is just a put off.
I know. So she has said that she also regrets getting her tubes tied because.
Well, she wouldn't have to be going through all this.
Right.
Right.
And I get that kind of. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
she was 20. I did not think that they would ever do that at 20 years old.
Now, here's the thing. I'm glad they did because that's what she wanted.
Yeah, and also her family. No
Right.
matter how many times she got pregnant, she probably wasn't allowed to ever be on birth control. They were never going to use a condom, and her family was definitely against abortion. So she would have probably had so many more kids.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like,
Well, that's the thing. She had no other choice.
but it's so crazy. It's like I did not think a doctor would do that at 20 years old.
Because she also probably wasn't allowed to take birth control because Jesus doesn't like that.
No, definitely not. Jesus said go.
Jesus said stay.
Yeah.
Jesus said keep the baby no matter how you feel about it.
Pretty much.
Jesus said keep the baby even if it's going to kill you because you have diabetes.
Mhm.
Jesus said keep it because your mother goes to church.
Also, it's like, is her dad, is his arm back on? We just never talked about him
Yeah, I
anymore.
mean, I think that
Yeah,
he bleeds blue,
apparently.
red, white, and blue.
Yep.
All right. So she talks about how she went through Gannon's phone. I mean, can you stop talking about
She
this?
can't. She
Gannon
cannot.
is going to be like Bronx. Weld me a knife.
Yeah. We're going to kill
Because
mom.
your mother
Yeah.
is talking about how she goes through my phone on television.
Let's check her A1C with this knife.
Do you think that her dad was just trying to check his blood sugar? He's like, I don't know. Things got out of hand. I was like, you know what? I ran out of those little pricky things. I was going to use one of the bow and arrow.
So I decided to use a bow and arrow instead. Right. I ran out of those little pricky things. Huh? Oh.
So she talks to Brianna about Josh and how he
Right.
doesn't answer Jaxie. And
sad.
Mackenzie's okay. So now Mackenzie's home. Brianna leaves.
Mhm.
And Jaxie's sitting on the couch with her and Cassandra. And
Okay.
she's-
What happened to her?
What do you mean?
Jaxie.
What do you mean? What happened?
She
to
was
her?
like catatonic. Like they're sitting there talking about.
Yeah,
like-
because she's trying to black out because all they're doing is talking about her dad doesn't love her.
But that's what I'm saying. She's sitting there. It was like this girl was girl interrupted. It was crazy.
okay. But why are you talking about Brianna and
I
how
know.
her
I know.
and how Josh doesn't love and how they're going to talk to a lawyer about Josh not being in their lives anymore? Hello.
Yeah, I know. She just says anything in front of them. I know. I'm surprised Cassandra wasn't like, hey, maybe this isn't good for Jaxie.
No. He's like,
She's in a
"Seems
bad
like she's
place."
enjoying this. All right. Now Brianna's home and we see Nova's pictures from the Tay Tay concert.
So cute.
Okay. This is the first time we've seen Roxy smile. She said she's a Swiftie after 50.
Oh my God, that's so funny. I know. I love that. I like that. I think that's really nice that she took her.
Mhm.
Mhm.
All right. So now she talks to Brittany and her mother about getting her tubes tied. Brittany is like, yes, whatever you want to do is totally fine. No is a complete sentence. You don't have to explain yourself. And Roxy's like, no, that's not what Angie would have wanted.
Oh God. And it's like, when she was talking about even her mother earlier, she was like, my mother was so focused like on working and my dad that she really didn't pay attention
Yeah.
to us.
Hello.
And it's like, as soon as I'm like, first of all, it's not your fucking mother's business. You know what your mother's going to be like. It's not her business. You don't have to tell your mother you're getting your tubes tied. No offense. But it's
Mhm.
like, Brittany is always the MVP. Brittany is always the voice of reason. She's like, no, it's your fucking body. You do
Okay.
what you have to do.
But it's like,
Yeah.
how? I don't know how intense that surgery is.
It's pretty
know that-
intense.
Because the thing is, they did it to Mackenzie when she was getting her C-section.
Yeah. So my friend had it when she had a C-section also,
Right.
but she said it was fucking rough.
Right. But
Like the
It's-
recovery was a long time.
well, the recovery from your C-section's a long
No,
time.
I know, but it was like it made it so much more painful. She
That's
had like
interesting.
yeah, she had like a really hard time with it. And then my ex-boyfriend's aunt did the same thing and she had a really hard time with it too.
Yeah, I don't think it's like that easy. I don't know if that
No.
would be an option for me personally.
Sure. I
Because-
understand why she wants to do it.
Oh, I 100% understand why she wants to do it. I don't
Yeah.
know if I don't know if me, Tracey, would electively do that.
She electively got a BBL, so
I
you know what I'm saying?
That's
So it's
true.
like she electively
she should get-
botched.
Maybe Dr. Miami could tie her tubes to her asshole
Ooh, interesting.
and then she could get pregnant a different way.
Interesting. That would be fun. It's fun times.
She'd be like, how did I get pregnant? It's like, well, Brianna.
Everyone's so creative.
I'm going to tell you how you got pregnant.
I do like that she was like, Nova when she was little wasn't my main priority. It's like, at least you recognize that.
Yeah, remember when you left her?
Yeah. Oh, I remember.
Never
Mhm.
forget.
Never forget. But yeah, I need more Brianna, more Jade. I need maybe Amber herself.
Okay, but also more Ryan, less Macy and her perfect life.
Agreed. Because it's
Macy.
boring.
Macy, unless
Less
we're gonna,
vineyard vines.
unless we're gonna focus on your clutter corner.
I thought you were gonna say unless you're gonna fuck. We don't.
Well,
I'm just saying.
unless you're gonna focus on your poor housekeeping skills.
Also, though, clutter corner, it was worked on.
Oh,
It looked. It's not perfect, but it looked better because I think so many people. I bet you so many people talk shit to her about it.
yeah, probably.
So many people were like, "How do you film with this corner? Your table is falling apart."
Your table's falling apart. Anyway, guys, this is it.
That's it. It's over.
It's over. Make sure you follow us on whatever you want to follow us on. Teen Mom Trash Talk on Instagram, Teen Mom Podcast on Twitter, Trash Talk Podcast on YouTube, and on TikTok. Follow Noelle at Noe Girl on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. I'm at Trixie Tuzini on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. TraceyCarnazzo.com for all of my upcoming stand-up comedy tour dates and everything podcast related. So just make sure you give us a 5-star rating and an amazing review on whatever platform you listen to us on. And that's really it.
Sounds great.
Great. Bye.
Bye.